This week at the United Nations, the UN Secretary General reacts to the U.S. Senate report on CIA torture. The World Food Program is struggling to keep pace with the growing demands of the Ebola crisis, and 2014 is proving to be the deadliest year for migration. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon pointed to the release of the torture report by the U.S. Senate as evidence that it is still taking place around the world and that it must be stopped.
The prohibition of torture is absolute principle. There are no situations where it should be used under any circumstances. The release of this report is to be commended only by shining a light on what happens in the dark area.
And the World Food Program says the number of people facing food insecurity due to the Ebola epidemic in West Africa could top 1 million by March of 2015 unless access to food is drastically improved. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization, known as FAO, along with the WFP, are increasing their efforts to provide food to 500,000 people affected by the Ebola virus.
World Food Program and its cooperating partner, STATE-SANCTIONED, are undertaking large-scale food distribution to about 47,000 households in the Waterloo area. As you may know, Freetown, or the western area, accounts for half of the newly infected Ebola cases in Sierra Leone. And so the aim of this food distribution is to let family households have enough food so that they would not need to go out looking for food and in the process infecting others.
And 2014 has turned out to be the deadliest year on record for migrants, and international organizations are calling for urgent action.
Deadliest route right now is the Mediterranean. That's where the majority of this year's 4,868 migrants died. And over the past years since the year 2000, 22,000 of the 40,000 who died have died in the Mediterranean. We have to open up more legal channels of migration, and I think we have to do something about the sources, the root causes of forced migration, including the conflicts in the world.
And that's this week's UN Digest. I'm Frank UCCIARDO, Arise News.